emotional damage.
Only when I'm
Is this a dream? Maybe. Hello, everyone. I'm not gonna do a whole big preamble. I'm just gonna go right into it because it has indeed been a day. Just gonna keep going on, continuing on with Arvin Bun as we were last night because I am feeling more 14 than Guild Wars right now. And I have a Tess with me. A little witch kitty.
I think. Well, you're doing cutscenes and stuff, which is probably for the best right now. While I wrap this shit up.
Yeah,
Nope,
just
that was
wait for
the
you to
wrong.
get to the next, or wait for me to get to the next dungeon.
Yeah. So do your stuff. Besides, we're gonna want to do roulettes because you still want the tomes anyway. So we can queue for roulettes once I'm done with this silly freaking nonsense.
It's less silly than the summer event was. Because the summer event was quite silly.
It was very silly. Was very much silly. It was well appreciated, but it's very silly. And I somehow managed to do all that on all my alts despite the freaking long ass cutscene I couldn't escape from. So I can definitely do the rising on all my alts.
You are being judged. Well, that's just rude of you. Don't judge people.
What a little bitch does. How was your day? Exhausting. I know that.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything you'd like to get off your chest?
No, it's just finally had to make a call on something, and it was not a comfortable situation for a bit, but it has been dealt with, it is over, and we can move on.
Alright. Cool.
Yeah.
I had my first official day of school today.
How did that go?
It went well. I am tired as shit.
I can imagine.
Most teachers had like 1, 2, 3 students today show up for classes. I had 6 classes today. And 5 of them were back to back.
So that is always the thing. I am like, I never really had interest in being a teacher, but as I got more adult and more like aware of how exhausting being an adult could be, I don't even think of people that I knew were teachers or wanted to be teachers and be like, oh, I don't know if I'd be able to handle the whole like 3 months off and then coming back, because my feels like my body and my mind would just be absolutely fucking wrecked on the first week.
Actually, opposite.
Really?
If you don't have those 3 months off, then you're gonna be wrecked. Because you have had no time to recuperate.
Yeah.
I
mean, I feel
that's why I stopped doing summer school. I mean, summer school is extra cash. Probably could have really used that this summer. But
yeah,
with only 1 week between end of the year and summer session, and 1 week between end of summer session and start of the year, I would not have been prepared for the year. I would have been exhausted beyond all imaginable comprehension.
Yeah. I mean, I think it probably just goes both ways, really. It's like, you're going to be in a normal job where you don't have like a summer break off, you're still going to wind up hitting those points where you're just like, fucking hell, I have been doing this for however many days straight.
A lot of people are like going, well, it's nice that you have time to recuperate. I'm like going, yeah, because if I didn't, there would be no teachers because we would be killing people.
Yeah.
You know, So going, yeah, but it's, actually a whole 3 months off versus I'm like going, yeah, it is. The smarter thing to do would be to do how the Japanese school system is set up, which is, you know, 3 months of school, a month off, 3 months of school, a month off, 3 months of school, a month off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would be the smart way to do it. Because then you break up your classes into, 3 sections. Um, Kids still get full credit. They won't be as tired. Um, when they come back to school after a 2 week break, they'll have a full month of break.
Yeah.
And they don't forget as much in between. 3 months later, it's really easy to forget all the shit you learned the year before.
Yeah. I was saying to Leia, I was like, do you remember when you started back to school after summer break? Like, was it August or September? She said, I feel like I remember it being August. And I'm like thinking back to my schooling, and I'm like, I could have swore it was September for us. I was just weirded out by.
Florida was August.
Although now that I think about it, that might be because we technically had I don't know what you would necessarily call them, but like we worked on a schedule that was very similar to farmers who send their kids to school, because we were technically an agriculture town.
Makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, in my case, I don't know why. It's just somehow in Florida, it just seemed more conducive to end earlier in June rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
So we would push and push and push back into August so we could end earlier and earlier and earlier in June. And I think one year we ended super early too. It was mostly just because August was so hot.
Yeah, that would be another thing.
Smarter to be back in school by August and enjoy like June and July for summer break. But I don't know if that was really the smartest or most consistent thing to do. The best idea in the world. But it's what we did.
Yeah.
So it was weird going back to a situation where I was like, oh, when I was at a place where I'm like going, oh, we're starting school now in September. That's weird. I don't mind it though.
Yeah. That's all that really matters in the end.
What bugs me is when, because we end so late in June, we have no time between the end of June and summer school. And then summer school and still has to be the 6 weeks, which is pretty much all of July and 2 weeks into August, and then we start prepping for school 2 weeks at the end of August.
Mm-hmm. You might. My stepmom was a teacher at a K through 12 in a tiny, tiny little town called Cascade Locks, right up at the Columbia Gorge. And when I was living with her and Matthew, I would go with her because I would still be off, but I would go with her to the school when she was prepping, which is so weird to be in a fairly old, tiny school like that, quite literally in the middle of nowhere, and have it be mostly empty.
That doesn't surprise me. My mom was a teacher when I was growing up. She's been a teacher forever. And when we when she wasn't off, so like on a teacher work day that I would have off,
Mhm.
she was a teacher. She'd bring her kids to work with her.
Mhm.
So I got to know most of the teachers in the school she worked at by their first names. They were
Mhm.
mom's friends. I got to see the school when it was empty all the time. Um, and because mom taught high school's where I felt comfortable because I knew the high schools. I understood. I don't want to say I understood the culture, but I felt comfortable in a high school because that's what I was familiar with. Middle school was a really fucking weird experience for me on
Mhm.
so many levels. Um,
I feel that middle school just in general is weird, and if you add other outside influences onto it, it just makes it worse.
yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't know what to do with it.
I wasn't even in middle school fully, because of trauma. Um, wound up. I was in a middle school that was 6 through 8, and
Mm.
I went there for 6. I went fully for 6th grade. I was there for part of 7th grade, and then I basically didn't get to continue 7th grade because of personal reasons and trauma, and wound up at a alternative school for the most of 8th. But I was also partially taking classes at the local junior
For the
high, which was
most.
just 7th
What?
and 8th. Most of 8th. Most of 8th grade.
Hello?
Huh? Hello?
Oh, you suddenly cut out.
Oh, weird.
I can't hear you anymore.
No. My headset's still
Oh
picking
no,
me up.
I can't hear you anymore.
I don't know what's happening. Discord? Is it Discord?
No,
Ah!
your Arvin's lighting up, but your chat bubble, little bubble in Discord is not.
Ooh.
So, um, I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea either. What is happening here?
Better, better.
There,
Better.
there you
Yeah!
are.
Okay, I must have. I may need to switch to my other headset at some point because this one is, I think, starting to go.
What
It
happened? Do you
it
know?
is. I barely touched because it's got like a little remote. So like the remote
Uh huh.
goes to is a cord that is the USB that plugs into the computer, and then that has a headphone jack, like just a regular jack, where that actually goes up to the actual headset. I barely nudged it with my finger,
Oh,
and it decided that it didn't want to work anymore. So I took the whole thing out and put it back in again.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So I
Well,
don't.
that helped.
Yeah. No idea what's going on there. That is rude.
Quite.
Yeah, I've had problems with this headset ever since I got it, and I really should have just freaking returned it when I got it, but yeah, hindsight, 2020, etc.
Yeah. Didn't want to go through the hassle of having to return it. I know that feeling well.
Yep. We're the Scions. Yay!
Mm-hmm. Velkomen. I mean, you're already part of the Scions. This isn't new.
Mm-hmm.
You're post pray. You're fine.
Yes.
Arvin is such a pretty bun.
He says. And an absolute disaster of a human being.
He was so cute. I really liked him in the video. He was so cute. I'm like going, stop, heart, no, and the heart's like going, sexy mammies.
I like that the people, the person that they chose to voice him also does have a slightly deeper voice, because I was worried they were
Yeah,
going to give him something higher pitched. I'm like, I imagined him having a deeper voice, and I think that they got a pretty good match.
yeah, they did pretty good. Like I said, the voice acting was pretty good. Um, I just I have this kind of knee-jerk reaction nowadays with just with anime in general.
It's
It's like
actually
going, like it feels weird to listen to it in English. I've spent so long listening to it in Japanese that it's like it almost feels like
oh, there is a Japanese version. Okay, so it is just a simulcast.
okay, cool. It was still very very good.
Yeah, these are also names in Japanese that I don't know that well. So, although Arvin's Japanese has way more of a uh, filmography than his English.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the Japanese version later. I am hoping, because they're supposed to supposedly there's supposed to be 4 episodes of it total, but they're
I don't know. That one's pretty solid an episode, unless it's
yeah,
one for each student.
I think it might be one for each student. So
Okay.
like one focused on
The one who wants to fight Nimona.
oh yeah. So
Who
Ohara is
kinda
the
looks
one.
like a Noma. Who kind of looks like Nimona.
Mm. So Ohara was
Like
the flautist that we just had, who has Fokoko. I think Aliquis is
yeah,
the
the
Nimona
one.
fighter who
Yeah.
already has a fully evolved starter, like
Yeah.
showing off there a little bit, bud.
Yeah, I'm like going, oh, hello, Meowscarda.
And then Homa is the nerdy with
Nerdy
Quaxley.
nerd.
Nerdy nerd with
He
Quaxley. The adorable,
was.
adorable, feisty Quaxley.
That was funny.
That was. Control your Quaxley. I'm trying.
He's basically saying, fight me, bitch.
Fight, bitch.
Okay, I'm gonna go pop the pizza in the oven.
Okay. Forgot that Minphilly actually gets a little snarky about the Asians. What color will we see next? Hi, baby.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Um, so in about 25 minutes, I will grab my pizza from the oven.
Okay. I
Um,
forget that Minfilia gets snarky about the Asians. It's like, what color of robe will we see next?
yeah, she's funny.
Like, you picked you picked up that snark from Thancred, didn't you?
Oh, you bet you did. You fucking kidding me?
I
Of
know,
course she did.
Briellis. You left no impression.
You left one impression, douchebag.
yeah. But not even like notable douchebag, just kind of a there douchebag.
Like, I'm here to cause problems, and I'm like going, you are a problem.
New assignment for me.
Well, I am back on Rosy.
Mhm.
So dígame, cuando quieres hacer algo, lo hacemos. When you want to do this thing, we shall do this thing.
Sounds good.
You can invite me when ready.
I have a question, and I do hope it's not being offensive.
Okay.
I mean, you know I'm generally not, so.
Now you're making me worried. What?
Do you call it code switching, or do you call it Spanglish?
Code switching?
When you do the thing where you speak in both English and Spanish and you switch between them fairly fluidly.
See. Do I call it code switching or Spanglish?
Hang on a second.
You know how I have that little sewing bag with the fabric in it?
Yeah.
As I'm walking out of my room to go attend to the sew cooker, I see a little orange head poking out of it. Well, now I know it's to put the fabric on.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the reason I am asking, I mean, if you don't call it anything, you don't call it anything. So you remember the person I've linked you a couple of times to on TikTok, the Latinos against spoopy shit.
Yeah, but just rephrase the question. The question is,
when you do the thing where you speak both English and Spanish, or you kind of switch fluidly even within like a sentence.
Yeah.
Do you have a term that you call it personally?
Yeah.
Okay. Cause okay,
Spanglish.
Spanglish. You do call it Spanglish. Okay.
Yeah.
So, poor guy apparently was starting to get some. I mean, because this is what happens when you get a following on TikTok, because it's fucking TikTok. But he got some comments that people, like a couple of people, were just being like kind of racist douchebags in a very like, I'm just stating my opinion kind of way, where they were like essentially telling him stick to one or the other.
He does both.
He does both.
So do I.
Yeah, and so do you. And he was basically like, some people call it code switching, some people call it Spanglish, and then he would mention that, like, I don't know, Spanglish is considered offensive or anything now. I'm old, so I've used both. But I commented to him because I was like, because he was, like, I mean, he dealt with it at the best of anyone can deal with stupid racist assholes. But he was like, I'm still gonna do what I do, and I'm like, dude, I literally followed you because you do that, because you do the same thing that my friend does, and it fucking cracks me up, even if I don't understand what she's saying to me sometimes. I love it. I love that you have that like that's your personality, like that you wouldn't be Rox, and he wouldn't be, who he is. I feel without that.
That makes perfect sense.
So I'm like, dude, no, don't, definitely just ignore them. And obviously,
did he respond?
I don't remember if he ever actually responded. I need to look at my thing. I think he gave. I think he gave me a like. I know it's one of those things where, unfortunately, the way TikTok is the longer something is up, the more likely you're not going to get a response.
Yeah, no, of course.
Because the people just kind of get buried.
Yeah, claro,
Uh,
claro. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. But
I'm just curious
I
because
was just
this is-
immediately I thought of it. I thought of you, and I was like, yeah, no, don't stop. Don't stop doing it. Don't stop being you, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I was curious if he had responded because, you know, he might take some, you know, like respond like going, "Oh, you've got a friend that does this," blah blah blah, kind of thing.
Yeah. Lay it back there, making commentary. No, I don't think I think I did come across it a little later than
Okay.
he posted it, so I didn't see anything by him, but
Alright.
But I do hope that at the very least he maybe saw it and was like got a little bit of a
Like,
Yeah.
that's right, bitch.
Yeah, I
Like,
said
this is what we do. That's what happens when you're bilingual.
right.
And when you think in two languages or even more than one, you
Yeah.
flip flop. I'm not even fluent in Japanese, and I'll flip flop between
Right?
Spanish, English, and Japanese. You know, like
I
I
said
can't say how many times to my mother, instead of saying yes or see, I'll just go hi.
hi, Takazara.
You
Yes.
know, just automatically. And she's like, "You're lucky I know what that is." And I'm like, I am, because I can't tell you how many times with teachers and fellow coworkers and stuff that they're like, "The fuck."
Yeah.
And I'm like going,
I said one of my best friends does it constantly, and I love it even if I don't understand what she's saying. She's the reason. As soon as I heard you do it, I decided to follow. Well, that and the spooky shit. But yeah, he's Mexican. He was like his family is from Mexico, and he's lived like the last 25 years in America.
Yeah,
So he's like, you know, I've kind of always been in this limbo where it's like I'm not Mexican enough for the Mexicans, but I'm not American enough for the Americans. And it's just like that is stupid that it has to be that way, but people are just, you know, dumb.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not Cuban enough for the Cubans, but
Mhm.
you know, I finally stood up to my grandmother and said, she's like, "You're not Cuban, you're American." And I'm like going, "No, I'm fucking not." And she's like going, "Well, you were born here." I'm like going, "Yeah, but what's my culture? How was I raised? Do you think I'm
Yeah.
at all like any of the other white girls, the actual USAns
Yeah.
and shit?" And she's like going, "No, that's true." And I'm like going, "Exactly.
Like-
what do
like-
I identify with?"
Even
know?
just your whole family dynamic is so much different than mine that I could be like, yeah, that is how a Cuban family would handle things like generational trauma and all of those other things. Whereas on my very American side of it, it was just a big middle finger and I'm done with you.
Eh,
Yeah, it was. I've had a few people in my comments be like, "Oh, va habla en inglés or español?" Which is essentially like, are you going to speak in English or in Spanish? Pick one. Oh, Jonathan. Jonathan is his name. He does say his name. But yeah, like I just was like, I just was like, I was feeling bad for him too, and I was just also kind of just like, I'm sure Roxy's probably kind of been through shit like this too, which is just, it's stupid because it feels so uniquely you.
cute.
Indeed,
I appreciate that.
I shall
Yeah.
remain watchful.
But it definitely is one of those things where it's like,
Another matter
that's
requireth
but
thine
that's the thing. It's like
attention.
going, at least
A
on
young maiden
Twitch, I
full
advertise it
eager
as
to-
that. Like, I
You
speak
do that
English.
too. Yeah.
Therefore
Yeah, and I'm like going,
inquirest thou of
they're
her
going,
affairs?
is both. Como te los nervios.
Very
You
well.
know, if someone speaks to me
Be
in
she
Spanish in the
damsel or
chat, I'm
devil,
gonna
I
respond in
shall direct
Spanish.
her steps
Mhm.
to
You know,
Redmond's
people are
tower.
speaking to me in English, I want to respond in
Save thine
English.
insinuations for one
You know,
given
and
to
sometimes I
such
might get confused because I'm
impropriety.
like, no, that was
Thou
Leia.
shalt
That was
find
not
me amenable.
the Spanish speaking dude. You know,
Right.
you know, and so I'll backtrack and reiterate. And I have no problem repeating myself, so I'm understood in both languages either. And I'm sure my husband would say that's because you have no problem repeating yourself because you talk too much. And I'd be like,
If the shoe fucking fits.
there you go. If the shoe fucking fits.
In the land of Dome have we traveled.
I know
We seek
who I married.
You do. Yeah, well, and it was like I've mentioned before that the Dan Abaddon's father is Israeli, and so like he legitimately has trouble sometimes where it's like he has to kind of translate and retranslate things in his head before he says them, which is why he says things that would sound funny to us, but it's like that's just Avi, and he shouldn't be mocked for it.
Well, yeah, well, it's like funny when I started teaching Spanish. You know, one of the things I'd sit there and the students are going. They had asked for translation, and they'd sit there and stare at it for a while, and they're like going, "I thought you were fluent." And I'm like going, "I am fluent. This is just difficult to translate to English." They're going, "It is?" I'm like going, "Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense." Like going, it. I mean, I can tell you what it means in English, but you're gonna look at me like I'm weird because you're like going, "What the fuck's that supposed to mean?" And
Look at me
I'm
like
gonna
I
be
grew a second head.
exactly. I'm like going, exactly. You know, because so much of Spanish has almost an antiquated thing to it. We're like going, English moved on and has so much more slang, and I'm sure Spanish has a lot of slang. You know,
But
but
to learn
it doesn't.
a region's slang, you have to be in that region.
Yeah. So the base language doesn't have that kind of slang.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just not there anymore. Or well, at least it's just not there at all in the base language. You know, there's a slang for I'm sure areas and stuff, and I know some of the slangs, but it's not. It's like one of those things where it's like
And then also language
how
evolves, and
the language evolves.
English basically looked at evolution and said bet, and then like ran laps around other languages for, in at least in
Yeah,
that regard.
yeah. You know, English is like going. I can evolve forever, and it's like okay, good on you, but other languages are still using, you know, to properly translate. Okay, a perfect example. Tengo ganas de.
Mm-hmm.
I sat there and I stared at it forever because I'm like, I have no idea how to fucking translate this. Because the translation in English was like, I feel like. But I'm like going, but ganas is not feel. The like is not there. You know, the word like isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
The word feel is not ganas. You know, tengo means I have. So the kid's asking me how to translate this, and I'm like, and the book says, I feel like, and I'm like, going, well, it's not wrong, but that's not what it is literally. So don't think that ganas is gonna be feel and de is like, because it's not, you know. And so like going like that is the translation in spirit,
Mm-hmm.
but do not take these words literally, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're like, well, then what is it literally? And I'm like going, is to have, and I literally sat there and stared at it forever, and I'm like going, to have a hankering for? I have a hankering.
which on its own is kind of slang or even dialect in a way. Cause
Yeah,
like that's a very southern thing to say.
yeah.
You
But I'm
wouldn't
like, that
generally
doesn't
say
sound-
like most of us in the Pacific Northwest, like we may say it as a joke, but we're not gonna legitimately say, we say I have a craving for, or
That's the thing.
man, I could really go for some blank.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. The student, a student later was like going, hankering? You mean like I have a craving? And I'm like going, oh, yes, craving. That's much better. But like for some reason, the only word I could think of
Because
was
the time
hankering.
was hankered.
'Cause I'm like,
Your brain got so confused by the translation you briefly became southern.
and I'm like, I know that word, and I couldn't for some reason divine craving for some reason. Craving eluded me completely, but hankering was just sitting there going, "Sup?
Yep.
I'm here. You can use me. I'm accurate. I'm literal." And I'm like, "You are? Okay. I'll just do that one then."
Okay, but see now my
You
brain wants
know?
to see like what is the hankering etymology? Huh. Okay, that's not what I expected. Oh, see, this is again. Hankering, a strong desire to have or do something. Hanker, a strong desire to do or to do something. Origin, early 17th century, probably related to hang, compared with Dutch hunkeren.
Oh, so it's not even a southern thing.
It's not even a. I guess. I mean, Dutch.
It is
Uh.
now, but that's not the
Well, no.
etymology.
The Dutch would be. Dutch was like more New England, weren't they? When they traveled
Yeah.
over. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So it's not even southern, and yet it became fucking southern.
Mhm. So there you go. You know, and that's the thing. So it's like just that was what I could think of, so that's what I did.
Yeah.
But then the student was very kind and was like craving, and I'm like going, that's better.
That's better.
That's much better. So I have a craving for, and that's really what the thing, and that's literally that's what it says.
Yeah.
I have tengo ganas, a craving, and then
Mhm.
de is for. I'm like literally that would be it word for word, you know. And so of course later on when we learned the word ganar, which means to win, and they were like going, but I thought ganas was craving, and then I'm like going, well, this is where you get the similarity of the the similarity, like going,
Uh-huh.
like going, you can when you win something, right? You've claimed it as your own, and a craving is you wanting that something.
Yeah.
Right? So the words are related, but they're not actually the same word, because ganas is always spelled in that way.
Well, okay, so this is gonna be a dirty thing, but you know what? I am an 18 plus channel, so any kids get out. So a long time ago, there was a Blue Exorcist movie, and it was kind of a non-canon, just like little spin-off thing. And for a while, for whatever reason, a good subtitle translation was not available.
Mhm.
And the one person who actually did something with it was, you could kind of tell that they had at least some of the structure, but there were still things that they were obviously using Google Translate for. And so there's a part where Yukio is returning. It's like towards the very end of the movie. And Yukio is returning to the dorm room, and he says whatever, I can't remember what the Japanese is for I'm coming home, or I've returned home, when he entered the dorm room. And the translation was, because this is one of those, like, this word is also kind of used in this context, at least a version of it is, they actually translated it as I'm coming, like the pornography version of I'm coming.
Oh,
It was a meme in the community for a really long time, where somebody was just like, they saw this translated this horribly done translated version. It was just like, well, Yukio, what have you been getting up to?
right.
But yeah, it's a similar thing of like, it's just because there's a similarity between the use of the more like casual vernacular of
Mhm.
that action and I have returned home.
Mhm. That's totally applicable.
Yes. That's right. Back to Ulda for this one. Ulda, Ulda.
Well, do you want to invite me?
Oh, yes, sorry. Why did I not click on it? It was right there in front of me. I need to go in there.
What's the next step that you're doing?
Mother of Exile, search for the Domans on the Royal Promenade, so I get to witness them getting yelled at, which is just
I
mean.
usually skip. I usually skip this cutscene. Because I don't like seeing Yukiri get yelled at.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't really get yelled at. They just get told no.
Bartholomew's kind of a dick about it. Like,
No, he has been.
low key dick about it.
Oh yeah, very much so.
So this person, no matter how many times you ask without necessary permissions, none shall pass.
Yeah, he very much is still a dick.
Yep.
Capture Yabbies. Speak with Flame Sergeant. Dun da da dun dun da da na 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 dun na 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 na.
Oh no. Now Arvin is being gigged up by RD2. I have to send this to. I'll send this one to you real quick. Oh. Actually, I could just tag you to that.
Okay, those are done. Da 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 da. What roulettes do you want to do? I mean, you're party lead, so you get to pick what we're doing.
Ah.
I'm just here for the ride.
I'm just here to not get defined.
I'd probably start with leveling because he's really close to 59.
We have traveled some
Okay.
several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Hi, Reiko.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Oh, hi, Sam Regal.
Oh yeah.
I love Sam Regal in most roles, but he just was not a good choice for Alphinaud.
Doma was under the dominion
It's
of the
fine.
Valiant Empire,
Yeah.
as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of
Right.
Succession broke out in Garlemald, we aspired
Yugiri
to
was fine,
opportunity to
though.
free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression
Yeah,
and took
Yugiri
up
was
arms,
fine. She got
only
killed.
to be crushed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone, razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers.
It's
but
my
was
food.
summarily
I'll be right back.
refused.
Mm-hmm.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
This is Thancred.
Okay, I'm back.
Yep. I should be getting food here in a bit myself. Waiting just a little bit longer.
I dropped my food onto the floor.
No.
Ah. Harvey immediately was interested.
Look at
Tell her
it.
how
Oh.
close she was.
Oh my gosh.
Little orange head.
Rurik, you silly boy.
I wonder if the baked cheese did that.
Possibly. Probably.
So,
Did you do that baked
I cleaned it up off the floor and put all the pizza stuff that had fallen onto the floor back onto the pizza. Because I don't care. I'm gonna eat it anyway. I'm hungry.
I, Yugiri of Domar, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace.
Oh,
To mark this
I
auspicious
skipped this
occasion,
cutscene.
I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer.
Because people are assholes.
Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity.
But
I come before you as a pauper in
That's with
direst need of aid, to request
I
that
love
you
Yugiri. I
grant
don't
my
like seeing people being
asylum.
mean to her.
Mm-hmm.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others
Give me
here
one of your own
present.
good for the cat food.
As you wish, Your Grace.
Make sure it's
For many years, my
goes
nation,
off like it's supposed to.
Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Oh, Lorito.
Some say the
Shut
chairman of
up.
the Aldenard Trading Company passes guild twice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest
We hate you
man
and
in
Teledeji.
Mm-hmm.
Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamiga refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is
It's okay.
the
It
law.
worked out in our favor.
And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo.
The bloody bank
Mayhap our
with
wise and
Casas
benevolent
Menfilia
Sultana would be
in
so
the end.
good as to
And Cassia
enlighten
stole
us
her
as to
side.
which
And
other of our laws
Tancred's
should
ability to
not
manipulate
be
Aether.
upheld.
But we got to keep the Domans for ourselves.
Mm.
And now
Mind your tongue,
we have a
Lorenzo.
spy network.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we
You
must
guys give a
endeavor
spy
to
network
take a longer view. You know
for no
as
good
well
reason.
as I that people can be a resource still more precious than guild.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Uldar's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril.
Give me 1 more minute.
One need only
If it doesn't
look
go off,
to
I'm gonna go do
Teleji
it real quick.
Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Fuck you, Telededge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lorito.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept this.
Thoughts and prayers. You have so much money that you can help with yourself.
The Empire no longer poses an immediate threat. They see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The monitorists have grown especially
All right, I'll be right back.
defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Nice. Nice. He's a Reiko. He's a Reiko. Rico, roly poly. You know, when was it a trap? Did you show me your belly and it was a trap? Is it a trap? Is it a trap? Is it? Touching the belly. I'm touching the belly. See, I can't tell if you're needing or if you're saying no. You sure are purring, though. You sure are purring. You are a purr. Is this okay? Is this okay? Oh, ho, ho. Oh, hello. Oh, you just shoved your whole face into my hand. Somebody's being a lovey-dovey. I know nobody redeemed it, but oh, never mind. Are you gonna leave? Is this a leave or is this a adjust? Oh. What is it? What is a pretty girl? What is a pretty girl?
Okay, phew.
Welcome back.
That took more work than anticipated because my meals showed up.
Oh.
My meals showed up, so I had to put them all away.
Well, they finally showed up.
Yeah. So I'll probably have one to try tonight because they're not quite frozen anymore, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have them slightly defrosted. I think I should be okay to defrost one of them. But right now I'm just catching my breath. So I gotta let roommate know not to eat them though.
Rico is purring so happy. It's a happy girl. She let me touch her tummy and it wasn't a trap. She nuzzled, like shoved her whole face into my hand. She's a good girl. Yes. Hi. Hello. My dear.
Okay, so this is a solo dude. I'm not doing that now because I'm waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean, I need to go get food and go to the bathroom if you want to do it.
Okay. It's just we were already at a party, so I'm like going,
yeah,
we're gonna do stuff.
Yeah, I will go plop Arvin here.
Sorry. I just felt like I was being watched, and I turned to see my cat staring at me.
Perfect.
After I fed her, and I'm like going, what, you want more? I don't know, you're looking a little full-faced. Like I've been giving you plenty lately. Here they come, Rocio.
Okay. I will be back in a few.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Alright, so
You done?
yeah, I finished.
Okay.
It's a pretty straightforward solo dude.
Ah. Cutscene. I found the children.
Hello, Kian. Just fucking cut a goddamn magic out of the fucking sky. I want to know how he got here.
I'd like to introduce our new student. Oh, welcome.
Sexy fucking bastard.
Mm-hmm.
You heard the man. All cannons resume firing. We do have a lot of cannon power. I will not lie. With Ishgard and Limsa,
Mm-hmm.
we have a lot of cannon. We have a lot of cannon power. Go kick some ass. I love what Amric says. By the Furies, did that man just bring down a flying armor with a single stroke in midair?
He sure fucking did. What about it?
He's impressed. Do you actually think he would wait until the last? No, no. Of course not. He's no Vidofnir. I like how Alphadout's quick to be like, well, yeah, Vidofnir totally waited until the last possible second. And then when she saw that a child was falling to the ground, that's when she swooped in to save the day. Fucking bitch. So it was smart on her part anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Still timing those domins. Alright, that's it. Next quest is Stormblood. And now is when I storm into the thing to kill the people. Specifically, to get rid of Garleans.
Alright.
There. And you're so pretty.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, the children.
The kids are the best, man. I love those fucking kids. That's why I'm like going do the quest with the kids. Do the kid quest.
I
Please do
did.
the kid quest.
I did the quest,
They're
the kid quest
so-
on Rika, and it was wonderful.
It's fucking wonderful. They're so good. Oh, Coerthus. Guess I'm going to Foundation. Get this quest out of my fucking list. Well, I guess in a couple minutes, now that I'll attempt one of these meals just to try it.
Hey, Mr. Irvin.
Especially since oh, that's the wrong thing. Especially since my food ate floor
Yeah.
earlier. So she's so cute. The stone's throw from an Imperial Kestra? I always love that one.
Yeah, I feel like this is an honest enough one from him.
Yeah.
Buy weapons and armor from Rowena. You gotta find your treasure.
Yeah, you gotta find your treasure.
Your ribs okay there, Hosen?
I think that's up for debate.
Fucking got gut checked by a child.
He got 3 in, girl.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if she's so pissed at him. Oh, God. You did such a good job on him.
Thank you. I am glad. Going on a ride. That's right. Wants me to go to into Ul'dah. I forgot how long of a stretch there was between dungeons. Let's fucking go, Alvinod.
That's what he's like.
I'm going to give you 1,000,001 things to deal with before you get sent to your next dungeon.
Yeah, pretty much. Sus. So sus. Yes. I would love one. I will totally take one. Are you kidding?
I'm wasting time with you because Alvinod told me to.
Jay,
Oh.
I will take one. Probably, for the, for a character on, Lamia, actually. Because I kind of would like it for, Leafy's room. If that's alright. I'm on Rosie right now, so you could just give it to Rosie. And then I can just put it in the chest. Yeah. Alright. I mean, technically, I'm ready now. You just gotta get it to Rosie. And then I'll just put it in the chest from there. So that way, Leafy can grab it when she's ready.
I turn you off.
Clearly, I'm behind on astrologian quests. Well, I guess while you wrap this up, your next dungeon is gonna be Chrysalis and Keeper of the Lake. So that might be a bit. But I'm gonna go attempt to try one of these factor meals
Mm.
and
Okay.
see what it's like. Nervous. Dun dun dun.
No.
Here goes.
No, that's post Heaven's Word.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning a fleet with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what? Pray tell.
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagan activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is
Leviabetes!
Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. It is only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagan, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Me too! Owie!
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
I mean, She literally just told us that. We did not have to have an echo, Mom.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes.
I have the food thing.
The true nature of the echo.
Smells good. We'll have to try it.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
And, so what are we gonna do?
Company is ever
Leveling?
I am... where is I?
Something ill is afoot.
I'm at All Due Respect, almost finished, and there's the Sea Rise, the Scouts in Distress, Gift of Eternity, and...
Oh, that's right. We got Leviathan first.
Is Leviathan beat us first?
Yeah.
Aye. A primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
Oh, jeez, Reiko!
Honey,
Honey! Oh no! Are you okay, baby? You okay? Honey!
You should pet the Reiko.
Oh, baby girl. You alright?
Is Reiko okay?
Yeah. She was trying to get off the desk, and I think her claw got caught in the blanket. And it kind of made her tumble a little bit, but she seems okay. Nothing hurting? No hurty? Here, hang on. I'm gonna pick her up. If I can. Maybe. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I know. You're hard to pick up with one hand, baby girl. Nope. Nope, nothing broken. You silly baby.
Well.
Dignity, always dignity. Yeah, the only thing that's hurt is her pride. I'm sure. Oh, yes, she's fine. She's parrin'. She's parrin'.
Take this as the redeem then.
Redeem to pet a kitty, because I am petting the kitty. I have my baby girl. It's okay. You alright? Yeah. You a tough old lady. You've taken some dings and bangs, but you've managed to keep on keeping on. Oh, and now she's kneading my face. Did you do this just to get my attention? Was that what this really was? Did you look at you? Look at this! Oh my god, I have to. If I can.
Kitty cam.
Unfortunately, you're gonna have to see my ugly face too, but.
Your face is not ugly. Shush.
It's kind of dark in here, but. You see this fluff? Look at her. Look at her being a big baby. Look at her being a big old baby.
No, she is. Big old baby.
And she's purring so loud.
She loves her mama.
She does. But you don't have to fall off of things to get my attention, honey. You were fine just laying right next to me, you silly girl. She's literally kneading my shirt so much it's pulling off.
Yep, I can see it.
Honey. I apologize for pausing the game, but this was apparently required. I wish I could show her face better, but she's got the squinty eyes at me. She's just got the squinty eyes.
That's fantastic. One day, I look forward to being this loved.
Yes. You just gotta wait until they're a cranky old lady, apparently.
Yep.
Really? Oh. Can I put you down? I love you. Do you want on the floor or do you want on the blanket? No, you want in my arms. That's what you want.
Yep. That's what you want.
Here. No. Okay. Let me move some stuff. No. There. Now you have kitty cam. Now you can show everyone your beautiful, beautiful face. She is drooling.
That's a happy baby.
He's a happy baby. I gotta see raises. Need to go to Limsa. Baby. Reiko, lay down. Unless you actually do want to leave. You need me to move the stuff. There. No, I know what you want. I know what you really want.
What you really, really want?
What you really, really want is to lay on my chest. Even though that will effectively make it so I can't do anything. I'm gonna go talk to Merle Webb. You lay down? There you go.
Merle Webb is this way.
Oh, hey. Hi. You are
correct. What are you talking about? Nobody's here. There's no one here.
Well, no one looks pretty hot to me right now. Even more so.
I don't know. You didn't notice me. I'm gonna hide.
I was looking at my kitty.
I'm teasing.
I'm sorry. I barely have enough vision to function 2 eyes.
I'm teasing you.
You dare tease a half-blind person?
Yes.
Shame.
I have no shame.
No, you don't. I know. That's fine, though. I give her pets. Yeah, okay. Up we go. Yeah, I do want to get this unlocked, and then we can close out the night with some roulettes.
Cool.
Well, hello. Hello, Sandaddy. That was weirdly poignant at an odd time to be poignant, Thancred. I mean, you're not wrong, but why?
This is Thancred.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
Nothing.
Practically asked for it.
Yeah. Okay, scouts in distress. 3 more. Let's go. Let's go. Wee. Let's see where that is. A little bit further. You are down here somewhere. Excuse me. Yeah, there you are. You are hiding. I gotta go save some people.
Oh.
Both stiff, you were covering him. Couldn't see. Mm. Man, Ophelia must have some strong ass hips, because that thing looks like it would be heavy.
Them hips don't lie.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, it looks like the materials is mainly leather, and then she's also got some metal on top, too.
And yet her most vulnerable innards are exposed.
Yes. Granted, does she ever, like, even at 1.0, does she ever fight?
No.
Hmm.
No, I don't think she ever does.
Yeah.
She was trained with the dagger a little bit by Thancred, but I don't think very much.
Mm-hmm.
She was very much an organizer.
Yeah.
She was more like a diplomat. She's strong. She was a minor.
Yeah.
So I'm not terribly surprised she can hold up that hip belt.
That's very true.
But
I was gonna say
it does have some grip, because if you look at the sides of her waist, it's kind of gripped onto there somehow.
Yeah.
But
also, I'm just looking at that, like, if she wanted to kick you, I have a feeling you would not be okay.
No, I don't think so.
Because she's got to have, but also it's really low, honey.
Yeah, but you see how the things are like on the
Oh, she
side
does
of her
have a
hips?
weapon. She does have a, yeah, I guess it's a dagger.
She's got the daggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do see the belts and everything. But it's just, like, the way it moves, at least the way that they have animated it, in my mind, then I'm thinking of, like, cloth, makes me think of heavy leather.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have a very swish, it doesn't have a swish to it. It's very much a kind of a languid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, honey, what are you wearing? And why? Why are you wearing such heavy leather?
That is basically a stab me now class.
Yeah. Give me a moment. I had not repaired in a while.
It's like, stab me now.
Stab me now.
Because all of her parts are basically exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, someone can easily stab her and kill her.
Granted, as I was having that conversation with, where is the checkpoint? Oh, it's spawning grounds. As I was having this conversation with, Leia about Ardbert's axe, I was, like, looking up, like, you know, at least in medieval times when battle axes were common, like, what was their usual weight? And it was reading me things like, even for, like, a two-handed or a double-headed, it was, like, 4 or 5 pounds. And I'm like, that axe is not 4 or 5 pounds. Like, I mean, Ardbert's is not. Like, because, I mean, not only just size-wise, and, like, whatever metal is used is, you have to have something that's durable. Thank you. And it's going to hold up to lots and lots and lots of swings, and also being, you know, sharpened repeatedly. Why is there? Well, okay, I'm fine for level, so that's okay. Why is it always like that? Just the method in the way warriors swing and do their moves in this game leads me to believe that it has to be of a heavier variety. They don't swing it like it's light.
Well, at the same time, if you think about it, carrying something that, let's say it's 8 pounds, okay? Let's say you're carrying something that's 8 pounds all the time, and while moving in combat, it's gonna feel heavy after a while anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I could see that.
You know, and if, let's say, the axe was lightweight, like, let's say it's 5 pounds, okay? You have to put in a big swing in order for it to cleave anything.
Yeah. Oh God, why did you guys? Oh, because we're in a party. It's like I thought I should have been. I was like I should have been high enough level that they wouldn't aggro, but
you're 58.
Yeah.
if you were 59, they wouldn't have aggroed.
Yeah, I'm almost there. You still, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Artie alone, Artie on his own might just be like, I want the biggest, heaviest axe you have.
True.
And then proceed to break himself for months training with it.
Yeah, I mean, and it could easily be something that's 10 pounds. I mean,
Yeah.
10 pounds of solid metal is still really fucking heavy.
It is.
You know, and I think that's what we're confused about. I mean,
well, and I think
it
was also
cat is 7 pounds.
Well, it was also
My
the thing
cat's
of like comparing like how they've designed these axes and stuff. Like not these ones. Like these ones look more like what I was getting with Google. Whereas Artie's and like a lot of the warrior weapons are at least twice as big.
Yeah.
So my brain was just like my brain was going like, nah, I feel like it should be heavier. At least for him.
It's aesthetic purposes.
It's aesthetic purposes. Yeah, there was that point where I just kind of was like, fantasy jazz hands.
Yeah, pretty much, because I can almost guarantee you that it weighs the same as every other axe. Oh, look at that.
No quarrel with Domans.
And now Thancred's like,
if I am to keep up,
oh, maybe I should go back to my roots and stop trying to fight like a goddamn paladin with a goddamn dagger.
That's the other thing too. Their daggers are so much larger than I'm used to seeing daggers.
I mean, those look like daggers.
Yes.
But some of the daggers are basically just swords.
Yeah. Me too, Yugiri. Me too.
Yep. I was so excited when I saw this, when it was new content. Because I was like, Rah! Yes, finally, I get to be my true self. I was so happy to be my true self.
Also, I am watching this one just because I love this scene.
Yeah, it's a good scene. At least the first part is.
Mm-hmm.
Second part's okay. Though I do like Merlvib shooting the guy.
Yes.
Do it.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
You're fine. God, step on me. That is fair. Level up from Merlweb.
That's why I did the level up one. Because it's like after she shot like a bunch of them.
But no more.
Yeah.
Is at an end.
So based off the chick I like on YouTube Shorts and TikTok, Menphilia's outfit would be stab me now. Yugiri's outfit would be I'd wear it. Because it's cloth, so it's lighter, but she has the chainmail underneath, so you know she's protected.
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
like with Minfili's outfit, they can't get at her kidneys from the side. They totally get at her kidneys from the front and back.
Mm-hmm. You just need a long enough blade. Or a gun.
That too.
The claw. I have been chosen.
The claw.
The claw.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift.
I will say this is the most active we got to stopping a goddamn primal summoning.
Mm-hmm. Get subsumed, idiot.
Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come
The thing is that she can't even kill the other ones to stop the summoning because he's literally using them to summon him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he just still would use the corpses.
Yep. It's not gonna work. Oh well,
She's trying.
She's tried, but she suddenly went from like pinpoint accuracy to stormtrooper.
Yeah. Well, technically, if you look now, they're all kind of dead.
Yeah. Hi, Leviathan.
I mean, it's too
They
late.
will run out of Sagan.
Yeah, like, yeah, look, they're all dead. She actually did get them all.
Oh, okay. They just didn't fall as quickly.
Yeah.
Damn it all!
So this is what we're dealing with in Eorzea, you kitty. You sure you want to stay here?
She's like, I'm sure my own. And then she's gonna get consumed by. Someone redeemed Hydrate.
Yeah. Mm. Thanks, Abala.
It does say slurp.
Slurp. You kitty goes 1,000-yard stare. Still better than home.
Where did he go?
Well, you know, bad guy just got eaten by his god, so.
Yeah.
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the primal now
Darvin.
makes for open sea.
You almost
But
look like you
why
belong
does
in
he
this
not
group.
press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
All of the thought process here is, we should get on that. The quest thought process is, but what if I gave you one more step?
Yeah. Well, in this case, this is a very legitimate step. It's like going, how the fuck do we fight the goddamn thing in his own goddamn ocean?
Yeah.
Like, he will literally murder us.
I'm just like reminded of oh god, this is gonna age me terribly, but there was I still have the VHS of it, but I got this VHS back when I was still into like boy bands and Backstreet Boys, and it was like a bunch of their music videos and like behind the scenes stuff. And I can't remember which one was talking about. I think it was Kevin was talking about how being on the set of a music video is is.
I'm here standing with the NPCs.
But he basically was like, you learn to deal with a lot of hurry up and wait. And I feel like that the game does that sometimes. It's like, let's go quickly to wait.
Yeah.
Why are you walking? I have to go
Because
to
everyone
Limsa.
else walked away.
Oh. Okay, well, I have to go to Limsa.
So, teleport.
I am teleporting. Right now.
Oh, you returned.
Yeah, I did return. It was up. I figured I'd use it.
Yes, it's a good call.
Command room is not that way.
It's not that way.
I thought it
It's
is.
that
I
way.
thought.
Yeah, you're fine. You're laggy.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like what I'm watching is laggy.
Yes.
So I hear
Why?
you say the command room is this way, and I see you walking in the opposite direction than you're supposed to go, and I'm like going, wait.
And then I go, no,
So,
the command room is this way.
Yeah, it's like going, I hear you in real time,
Yes.
but oh,
Baby girl. Really? After all of that? The falling and the cuddling. Now you're here in irritation mode? With your tail twitching? And chewing on me when I touch you?
Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny
everyone's
depths
always irritated
and set
with
about
me.
unleashing
cat,
watery
my
hell
husband.
upon us. On that occasion, but
Why?
when the bastard came next,
I don't know, because I'm annoying.
this time in
You
the
are
wake
not
of the
annoying.
calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Have I done armor 50?
Probably because, I got to see her be awesome in the bridge between Shadowbringers and Endwalker, and that's my favorite moment.
That is that's a good moment for fucking everybody.
That is an excellent moment where woman is beyond the boss.
We can be fairly sure
And I
that
fucking love her.
Leviathan is stronger
All those
now
quests.
than in his
How she fucking
previous
owns
incarnations.
that stupid little shit's ass. And then deals with the priest. Chef's kiss. That's why we love her.
If that sea demon is
Did
left
I
to
do
wreak
armor?
havoc, what befell Hearthstone
must
may
have
well
on
befall
Rinka.
a large
I feel like I did, because I feel like...
even Limsa.
Is it armor or blacksmith where you deal with the guy who, like,
Both.
goes through, like, 5 different emotions in the span of, like, a week?
That's the blacksmith. Armor is Hansa.
That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
Armor is Hansa.
That was
the,
ever our objective.
The Mikode lady.
Mm-hmm.
How are we to achieve
The crazy, the dude.
The
that-
row.
Not the the row. Yeah.
The roll who starts out as an asshole and then, like, gets his not comeuppance, but he gets, like...
Nor could their cannons pierce his
He realizes I'm an asshole.
He realizes he's an asshole, and then he tries to be slightly less of an asshole, but he's not very good at being slightly less of an asshole.
Yeah, that's armor.
Our warships may as
That is
well have
indeed
been
armor.
bloody pleasure barges for all
But
the
that's
good
post
they did.
50.
Yeah, so why can't I remember the one with Merle Webb? I may have to go, like,
I don't
YouTube
know.
it.
I don't remember it either, to be honest. But I haven't done it in forever. I also took 50 trillion years to even do the fucking quests.
I did too, yeah. I still have a bunch that I'm, like, still fairly low level on.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't. I mean, all
Despite being most, like, I think all of my crafters are at least 60 plus now.
all of my crafters are on their way to 90. And a couple are already at 90, and I've never finished even the Heavensward quest.
The
I think I've
Heavensward...
finished all the quests up to 50, but Heavensward, I haven't even fucking done those.
Mm-hmm.
cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could
But honestly, any moment where Merle Webb is being a badass.
I have heard of
Yeah, pretty
capable
much.
of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full
Let's take
force of
2
the sea
boats
to
and
bear
strap them together.
against
And then push him over there.
And that's what we're gonna do.
Safe passage through Garuda's tempest, did he
I'm
not?
still not quite sure how this works.
Begging your pardon, my lady.
I mean, it gives us
But to
enough
give
space for
credit where
us
it's
to
due,
fight.
This is something
And I
I
guess it's
heard
just
from an
too
old arcanist
big
friend
for
of mine.
Leviathan to topple?
Possibly, yeah. I think if you have enough spread out buoyancy, it's harder to topple something.
Literally just
and I shall pass them on. But before we proceed any further,
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
piercing
Agreed.
Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Well, we have 2 ships.
Mayhap not, Admiral. But
Leviathan.
recall you the tale
Leviathan's
of
hard.
Beard's greatest haul?
Weren't you gonna have
It is
race?
said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we
Where's the
might
baby?
attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than
didn't see her
building a
boat
new
there.
vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a
Merweb!
She's a sassy bitch.
Now, from what I have gleaned
I'm pretty
of
sure
these
those two are fucking.
matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the
Isn't there
target,
just like,
to which
I'm not justifying that with a comment.
Yes, completely not. But
this
I
in
swear
itself
these
will
two
be
are having
no
sex.
small
Oh, yes.
feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
Okay, she was clearly in the bed because the husband has pulling her out. Pulled her out and is now cuddling her. And he's like,
Suffice it to
all I
say,
hear is,
the
you are
task
so
of
freaking
piloting
warm.
said
Oh
vessel
my
will
god.
entail considerable danger.
The toasty
And I
kitty.
will not ask it of another.
He's a toasty kitty.
I volunteer myself.
I moved her bed a little bit so it's more against the window. So
Twill be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse.
Yes.
That-
So it was good. August. It was good.
Assemble the
that's
remnants
just-
of the fleet
that
at
looks like
Moraby
it's like
Bay.
a portion control kind of.
Give
Yeah,
priority to our soundest
But healthy
vessels.
foods. So
The
this was
repairs can wait.
uh
So
Indian butter chicken, but with cauliflower rice.
Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours.
For
I want
10
that
meals?
twin vessel ready to sail.
Well, the first
post-haste.
one was 50% off, so it was $70.
At once, Admiral.
Yeah, when it comes to those, like, price is a barrier for me.
Yeah.
Plus, honestly,
there is
I
the
don't
small
always
matter of
know if it's
saving
going to
the
be enough of a serving for me.
The fate of Linsolo Minsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well,
Yeah.
warrior of light.
I will go defeat the diabetes. I mean Leviabetes. I mean Leviathan.
Cost or something, or
They sent me 10. Oh, I know.
if in the next order you want to split the cost,
Okay.
I'll split the cost with you.
Next order is going to be $110.
That's $60 each.
Hmm.
So just 50.
Okay.
I'll just do.
I already chose the food though.
Oh god, I forgot how long this shit took. Should have just done
You know, don't
roulettes first.
But yeah, I'll split the cost. Just divvy up the meals.
Okay, I'm just gonna skip. I like these cutscenes, but Grey Fleet is... Holy fuck, I always forget. Go all the way over there.
Okay. It's hard, sometimes managing a husband who has ADD.
Yeah. Does he medicate for it, or does he just go without?
What?
Does he medicate for it, or does he just go without?
No, he doesn't freaking medicate for it. I wish he did.
Is it an issue of tried and failed?
No, just an issue of I don't go to the doctor unless I'm dying from cancer.
Yeah. 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 Shaking my damn head at him.
Welcome to being poor.
I mean, at the very least, he, went when that was the case.
Yeah, well, he went to the emergency room because he was having what he thought was a heart attack.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was an allergic reaction to meds, and then we found cancer.
Yes.
So. Hey, you want to?
But I mean, at the very least, he's also continuing to take care of it and not just being like.
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna show you the stuff real quick while you're in cutscene.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get this done a little bit faster because it is already freaking 8:30. The Lolita. Dun 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 dun.
All right, I'm back.
Yay, just in time.
Excellent.
Okay.
Pay stub is available, but I don't get paid until Friday. Hey, see for whenever, dear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you want? Unless you want me to change class, we can also unsync it.
At level 58, would I actually get anything for it?
No, you don't get anything for unsyncing.
No, I mean
No,
if I synced. If we did it synced.
Not much.
Yeah, we'll unsync it.
Just that way we can start running at least one dungeon before you go to bed.
Yes. So I'm on a sliver left of XP, but
You can get that from
I
within
could
the
get that
dungeon.
from dungeon. I thought I said go. Oh, you unclicked it because I did. I did a thing.
You can get the tail, I'll get the head.
Sounds good.
Oh,
There you are, you big bitch.
You're gonna watch the cutscene. Hold on. I'll pass out. This cutscene takes too fucking long. Arvin, why you hot?
Because he is. Well, everyone's saluting me.
Is that Ardbert telling him about say that he should tell Rosie about him in a stripper shirt?
Yes.
Oh my god. She doesn't know how she would respond to this random person saying your boyfriend was in a stripper shirt. She's like, I don't know you.
No, Julie was saying she was going to.
Oh, I thought Ardbert's the one who said that.
No,
I was like,
Where's the tail? There it is. Ardbert. Okay, so Ardbert was given a bunch of. Oh, fuck off. Ardbert was given a bunch of clothes, and Ocean, being a little shit, tossed in what is essentially one of those like see-through button-downs.
I saw the picture. Yes.
Yes. So it was Julie was spoons. Oh no. Ow. No, I'm gonna die. So yeah, no, so Julie was saying was asking Arvid if he wanted it. And of course he's like, "Are you kidding me?" No, of course not. And then she was like, "Well, maybe I'll tell Rosie about it later so that she can have a good mental image of you in a stripper shirt."
She's not gonna know what a fucking stripper shirt is.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. But you know,
Julie. They're going, what's a stripper shirt? What is even that?
Julie isn't thinking that far ahead. Although weren't like there were like burlesque clubs and shit in the day.
She is a good Puerto Rican girl.
You still hear things. Plus, you know, I'm sure the people that she was on the expedition with.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's completely unlikely, but the thing is that she's not gonna associate a burlesque show with the word stripper. You know? So, that's very much a modern word, I think. I mean, I can check.
But the point was, Ardbert was teasing Arvin in the sense of, don't you want your girl, your partner, your love to have good thoughts of you when you're away from her? It wasn't that he was going to be responsible for telling. Ah, you stand under your umbrella.
1920s.
I mean, Arvid could point that out, too. Like, she wouldn't even know what it was, if that's the case. But in that case, I'm sure Julie's response would be something to the effect of, "Well, I could just show her the shirt."
The first existence of the term striptease was first recorded in 1932, so after her. So she wouldn't. I mean, she popped in the 19. What the movie takes place in like 1914.
I think
something
so.
Like that.
Yeah.
And so this is supposed to be like she pops in 1918.
Yeah.
So 4 years older than the movie. So the word she wouldn't know the word striptease. That doesn't exist yet.
Okay, bye, Mumbo.
Earlier versions of the striptease became popular in Restoration. Uh, 18th century London, French tradition, American tradition. In the United States, striptease started in traveling carnivals and burlesque theaters. The vaudeville trapeze artist charmer and performed a disrobing act are on the stage as early as 1896, which was captured in the 1901 Edison film Trapeze Disrobing Act. Minkey's Burlesque in April 1920. So the closest she would know to the term would probably have been a disrobing act. That's probably what she would actually know. And that's pretty esoteric at this time apparently, because that's the earliest in US that qualifies. First. It started in traveling carnivals and burlesque theaters and featured famous strippers such as Gypsy Rose Lee and Sally Rand. The vaudeville trapeze artist Charmian performed a disrobing act on stage as early as 1896, which was captured in the 1901 Edison film Trapeze Disrobing Act. Another milestone for modern American striptease is possibly the legendary show at Minsky's Burlesque in April 1925. Another performer, Hinda Wasau, claimed to have inadvertently invented the striptease in 1928 when her costume was shaken loose during a shimmy dance.
That's funny.
Burlesque theaters in New York were prohibited from staging striptease performance in a legal ruling of 1937, leading to the decline of these grindhouses, named after the bump and grind entertainment on offer. However, many striptease stars were able to work in other cities and eventually in nightclubs. And then in the 1960s, we saw a revival of it. So if she knows about it, then she would know it as a disrobing act. And it's unlikely that it would be common in, like, the people around her could maybe have talked about stuff like that. Did you see the disrobing act in the traveling carnival or in the burlesque theater or whatever? But that's pretty much what it would have been called. It seems. So. Oh. Hello.
Hello.
You're so cute.
Thank you.
Standing under there in the rain with the umbrella.
This is so. As Juliana had the shirt and showed it to Arvin. It says, "Would you wear this? Why would anyone wear this? You might as well go shirtless if you're going to get such little coverage from an article of clothing, right?" And Arvin's like, "Is that really? This is like a stripper shirt." And Ardbert, of course, obviously didn't know what a stripper was either. He's like, "A stripper?" And Arvid said, "Exotic dancers, like purposely sexy for money, look but don't touch sort of places. Oh, like a bonded worker at the Beehive in Yilmore." It does seem very impractical for any other job. And Arvid's like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't want it." So I didn't even think of that. Young in body, young in mind, I guess, is Julie. In that case, this is definitely not for either of you. I can't imagine either of you taking up exotic dancing as a profession. And in Arvid's case, I don't think I want to imagine it. I might plant the idea in Rocio's head later, though. She might enjoy that daydream. I'm shocked Penny hasn't corrupted your mind with some awful perverted anime. What sort of things do you think we're getting up to? And here I was giving you praise for not being a degenerate. And then Arbert chimed in with, "Do you not wish to leave her with good thoughts while you are away from her?" I never said that. So what I'm hearing is I should tell her about you in a stripper shirt. And that's where that came from.
Yeah, got it. And then she's gonna be like, "What's a stripper?"
It's a stripper.
Someone who strips off their clothes.
For money.
Oh, like a disrobing act.
There you go. There you go.
Like, I thought that was only in like traveling circuses. Like in burlesque shows.
Nah, they went mainstream decades ago.
Going clearly after my time.
Anyway, I'm gonna do him.
Like if I need more proof that I'm an old lady.
And then he will insist that she's not old, and then whisper something to her like, "You certainly don't fuck it like you're old." At which point, I'm sure she will turn bright red.
She will indeed turn very bright red.
Anyway, do you want to go on that for MSQ or okay?
Oh, MSQ.
MSQ.
Well, I want to, but it's gonna take too long.
It's adventure or need tank. But you're gonna heal?
No. I'm taking.
No. Oh, you're tanking. Oh, you are tanking. You switched to tank. Sorry.
I switched to
tank because was not looking at the icon. I was looking at your gear.
It's okay. A lot of my gear just looks the same. Anyway. But yeah, no, I'll tank then. Just because it'll get us in faster.
Mm-hmm. But no, Arvid would not say that to somebody he does not know. He's dumb, but he's not completely without, tact. He will, however, give Arvin shit. He's like, Arvin is literally stuck in the middle of these two because Julie is baby sister and Arvin is older than him. And he's just like, this is what having a family is like. I think I hate it.
No, you don't.
But he doesn't. He doesn't.
No, you don't. You love it. Rosie would just stare at the shirt and watch her face light the fuck up. Just as she, and then her eyes will slowly lift up to look at Arvin, and her face just gets brighter and brighter. And it's like going, oh my god, she's clearly imagining
it, yes. He might wind up taking the shirt after all.
If she wasn't anime character, her nose would probably start to bleed. But she is not one. So she would just sit there and ogle him. And he could be like going, going, he would probably just do shifty eyes. And Ardbert could easily lean over and be like, going, she's looking at you like she wants to eat you.
I've seen that look on many a creature before.
I think she's hungry.
What the hell does that mean? She desires you carnally. Like,
does he even know the word carnal, Ardbert?
He does. I think he knows it more in terms of, like, animals, but...
How does he know it in terms? No, you know what? I'm not even gonna ask.
Because animals.
I love all these pictures are great.
Look, he may be dumb about his own feelings, but Rosie and Arvin are so goddamn obvious.
That they love each other?
Yes. But also the fact that the two of them could just look at each other with no other intention, just a look, and somebody would say, "Get a room, you two."
That's probably valid. Just the slow rise of color on her face as she just stares at him, and you know she's imagining naughty things.
Yes.
And I could just see Julie going, "Get your head out of the gutter." And she's like, "Nope, you put it there."
You started this.
You started this. You put it there. It's not leaving now.
No take backsies.
No take backsies. Bro, she looks like she wants to eat you.
I have only ever seen that look on creatures that wish to devour me.
Like going, and then that's when Rosie can finally perk up and be like going, "Julie wants to devour you. Juli wants to devour you. Juliana wants to."
And then the himbo sets in. Why would she want to do that?
Like, for the exact same reason you were just thinking.
What?
See?
I am going to be very amused if it takes until even after. I may actually, it's probably going to take until after the two of them actually get together, where somebody from 14, kind of hard to say their world because it's not always their world, finally says, Lamet had a crush on you, right? Who's the what now?
Like, I know you're like, Kage. Like, I know you're an idiot because Lamet told me you're an idiot.
Lamet told me you're an idiot.
Because, she flat out said to me, like, idiot doesn't even know how much I love him. Like, wait, no, she didn't actually say that to me. I saw her saying that to you. By herself.
Yes.
I saw her saying it to you after you'd walked away.
And he's just, I really am an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least you figured it out this time.
Pat.
It only took you almost getting killed. I do fear for Kage's sanity, though, when all of this goes down.
Why?
Just because so we've had obviously a rescue of people who were in pretty dire straits, and then Anna got attacked and nearly died, and then Kage got the residual sick herself, so she knows exactly what it's like. And then we're gonna have Reen getting it, and then we're almost immediately after that gonna have fucking Aardvark getting it.
Oh.
And Kage's I just feel like Kage's gonna be in this state of, I swear to Heidelin, to Halone, to whomever I need to swear to that I'm going to lock you all inside.
Yeah, no, I can see Kaga doing that, yes. Until Vicious gets the absolute worst of it.
Yes. And at that point, it ain't nobody gonna be able to do shit about it anyway.
Yeah, but at that point, everyone's gonna be like, they took out our big gun.
Yep.
They took out our big gun. What do we do?
We're screwed.
What do we do?
We're screwed.
Maybe that's when Emmett will show up and be a big damn hero.
It would be a good time for it, because the fact that they're essentially going to be... Oh, should I tell that? I mean, I guess.
I mean, you are on stream.
I am on stream. I don't know who's listening. I don't know who from Abadonia is still listening, but...
Probably your sister, your boyfriend.
Leia may have gone to... Or she said Leia is in bed. I don't think she's on her computer anymore. Okay. Oh, here. I will do it this way.
Oh, that's probably smart. Well, especially when we're watching cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. When Vicious goes down, it'll be bad. Because nothing brings Vicious down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah, there. So yes,
And
probably.
Oh my god, I have an idea.
Oh no.
I have an idea. Okay. What if the thing is happening, all hell is breaking loose,
Mm-hmm.
everyone's out doing the thing, right? Try not to reveal too much.
Yes, you're doing good.
The big guns is down, and Emmett pulls a I am Hades from the end of Shadowbringers.
Ooh.
And goes into full monster mode.
That'll be fun.
And he's humongous, so
Mm-hmm.
he would pretty much take up pretty much almost the entire length of the fucking village. I'd like to see they're like going, oh, we thought we dealt with the big guns. Oh, no way.
There was one we were unaware of for good reason.
Yeah, I think that would be excellent.
Mm-hmm.
That's our trump card.
Yes.
Because that fight wasn't fun.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it was a ton of fun, but
It was fun, but it was definitely difficult.
Yeah. So
like
we know he got it in him.
We know he got it in him, and we know he don't hold back. So, although I apologize in advance, Emmett, you're going to get the shit-eating grin from Anna about doing that.
Oh, of course, of course. He's totally gonna accept that.
Yep.
He's just gonna sigh.
There it is.
He's just gonna sigh and be like, I know, it's fine. And she's like, I knew it. Hi, I knew it. And
I
he's like,
knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
He's like, going, yeah. That's nice. Congratulate yourself on the back. And congratulate yourself. Feel good about it. Like going, I'm giving you this one. That's all you're getting. Kind of thing.
Look, considering my boyfriend is, half dead on the ground, I have to take my victories where I can find them.
Yeah. He's not gonna be okay.
No.
Like, and I don't know, did you tell Leia about that plan?
Oh God. So I mean, she knows about like the fact that we have characters who obviously have some kind of mist adjacent abilities. I have not fully brought up that it's going to be a thing of he's going to get fucked up by them
Okay.
in a special way, because like obviously the whole thing is uh, Helen knowing that she herself is going to need a bigger gun to deal with the big gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
In that sense. So, yeah. But at the same time, you know, the reverse of it is that because we're doing these things where we're having these characters encounter our team, our group several times beforehand, that at the very least that by the time it does go down, we're gonna already gonna have characters being like, okay, we need to make sure that we're prepared for this eventuality.
Yeah, no,
And
that's fine. I'm just thinking in my head, like, if you had told Leia about it, because I know Leia was excited to like have, oh no, but Reen's not gonna be okay, and oh no, Ardbert's not gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But I'm like going, yeah. But how much panic would ensue when Vicious goes down and then definitely has it the worst of the lot?
Yes.
Because that
Yeah.
is gonna be panic
Well, I
inducing across the board.
I think when I brought it up, when I brought up my ideas, and I actually like, because I originally had a different idea. I was gonna have her deal with one of the monsters from Darkwood, which is just literally a monster that's just shadows. I originally that was gonna be my idea, but then I was like, oh wait, no, I get to use this to tie into the overall plot a little bit more. And so when I was bringing it up with her, and I was talking about how Helen's gonna have like this, you know, right hand guy who's also going to be an issue. I essentially was saying that she's planning something. She's planning something big. So like I know that Leia knows that this is all connecting.
Yeah. Exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, part of me can't help but be excited.
Whoop. Didn't mean to play that. I paused at the best second. I gotta. Please go look at the Pokemon's channel.
Okay. Yes.
There's this audio that gets used in TikTok a lot that's somebody asking a lady, "This is your man?" She's like, "Mm-hmm." He's like, "Take a look at this picture. Are you sure that's your man?" She's like, "Mm-hmm, that's mine."
Totally mine.
I'm like, that's Rosie. That face.
So
Thank you, animators.
It's so good.
You've given us such good food.
Very good food. Oh. This man. The freaking magical girl. Such a magical girl.
Oh no! Stack on me!
This will sting.
Not if it doesn't hit me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a coming.
It's alright, I'm gonna be out before everybody anyway.
Mm-hmm. Nah, just kick his ass for us.
You got it.
Look for the lips control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lip down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon. Keep your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection will last much.
Tell me, for whom do you fight? Do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well at Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, everyone. Except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Soir, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak.
Here we go.
Knowing this, but a single path. Such devastation! That of false worship. A path which leads to innovation and death. Only
appropriate.
A man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, for none among you has the power to stop me.
I guess that's one way to do it.
It works. Considering there's no time after we kill him, after we do this part to kill him with it, might as well use it.
Eorzea is mine by right.
Yay! We did it, and I got my level. I'm gonna go get a doggo.
Do it.
Dodge.
Hallowed Kamui knife, Euphonious Kamui knife, Lunar Kamui knife, Vicious Kamui knife. I have that one. Legendary Kamui knife, Blissful Kamui knife, Reveling Kamui knife. These are all threes. Styled for hire. Answers to the edge. I already have the disembodied head. Shell, Tyrannosaurus, Big Wibber. petticoats, insufficient petticoats. Both ways. That can't parasol.
I see you over there between all of the people crowded at the Moogle.
I move.
No, you didn't have to move. I was just like, I wanted to make sure I could still see you. Sabatos to be frontline.
Hi, honey.
Hello.
Are we wrapping up?
I think I am. Yeah, I'm definitely
That's
feeling
fine.
the tired.
I am actually too.
Mm.
And because it's 9:18, I'm gonna actually take my. I've been having really hard time sleeping.
Mm.
So I'm going to try a medication that was given to me for sleep.
Okay. I hope it helps.
Yeah, she says take one, see if you're really groggy in the morning. If you are, then do half a tablet.
Mm-hmm. I will give you a dot. Dots. And a hug. Hug. And then I will say good night to my stream. Goodbye.
So soon, and isn't it a shame?
Thank you for joining me tonight.
It's my pleasure. I like hanging out with you.
Yeah, I'm glad. I will be, as I have mentioned a few times, No Final Fantasy on Sunday. I will be doing D&D on Monday, but no regular stream on Wednesday. So, Tess, you'll have to do your own thing. Sorry. I know.
Okay, that's okay.
I know.
I'm okay with that.
I'm just teasing.
Friday I kind of wanted to do ESO.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
I might do catching up with roulettes and
Mm-hmm.
doing just this nonsense. But I'll see. I guess it depends on Leia. Well, no,
Mhm.
Friday. Is Leia gonna be around on Friday? No, right? Sam's coming over still.
Sam's on Sunday.
Oh, Sam arrives on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll ask Leia if she wants to do ESO on Friday.
Yeah.
If not, then I'll do
Yeah.
something.
It depends on how she feels. I know that we're kind of been dealing with some stressful stuff too.
Yeah, no, of course.
So, but yeah, just it does not hurt to ask her.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will see everyone again on Monday for D&D, and until then, everyone have a good night.
All right. Good night, dear.
Good night. Mwah.